So hey everyone, this is Masih. Welcome back to another video, and in today's video I will show you how to set up your camera and the walking animations in Gdevelop. So in order to do this, let's just create a new project, and we want a platform. Want to make a platform. So we won't select this. We just select empty game, and now as you can see, it had open our project manager. This is called the project manager. So I will hit plus below the scene. So when you hit plus there, it creates a scene. Now I will just click on the scene. Now we have got a blank page here in the editor. Right now what we have to do is we have to make a object, but first of all I will just create a nice background. That looks good. Now we have to create an object in order to show you how to do things. Now we can just search this asset store, or we can make it from the scratch. So these are some things like sprite. We can use for anything like tiles, or player, or enemy, any kind of decoration, anything. You can use sprite for literally anything. And a tile sprite is the thing which is used for our ground and everything, which is repeated over time. So we can use tile sprite for this. Now we can use text for displaying text on the screen and many more things like that. But right now let me just search the asset store for some cool things. So as you can see, I have seen this graveyard tile pack. So I will just add this to the game, and it is just downloaded to the game, and it is here. Now we also want a good player in order to do things. Now I can see this zombie boy. His zombie boy is a good character. Now it will just import. Its animations are, I think, bigger because it has 4 animations, it says here. So it will just download it. Okay, now as it is downloaded, I will just put everything in here. This is a tiled map, so we don't have to do much for this. So now as we have put our flow over here, now let's put our character over here. So as you can see, the canvas is pretty much small. So one thing you can do is go to the project manager, game settings, properties, and here you can set up all your project. You can name your project and everything else. You can also apply add mob in it. Now what we want to do is we want to change the resolution of the game. So I will just hit 1280 by 720. Okay, so that would be the resolution I am gonna make my game in, and because that's the resolution most of the computer screens or the mobile screens have. So I will just widen this, and it's here. So this is our zombie character. So we have put everything in here, and now if we hit play, let's see what it does. So it just does an animation, but we can't move it or do anything with it right now. So what I will do just, so here we will see that it has many animations like attack animation, dead animation, idle animation, walk animation. I will put this attack idle animation on top so that it does this beforehand. Okay, so now if I apply this, now you can see it is doing its idle animation, but we don't want that. We want this character to move. Now in order to make this character move, we have to do one thing. We have to just apply a behavior. We will just click on it, click on behaviors, add a behavior to the object, and here are some behavior means many things you can do with the object, like a platform. A platform would be the graveyard platform, and this is a platformer character. So it can jump, it can walk, it can do anything else any gamer could do. So that's pretty much it you have to do for the movement. So if I hit play, you will see that it just falls off. Okay, yes, it falls off because I have not applied any behavior to the graveyard tile set. So I will add a behavior and add this platform behavior to this tile, and this ledges can be grabbed. Means ledges can be grabbed. Ledges are the things which are as you can see, the borders, the corners of the tile. So those are the things you can grab if you are means falling, and then you can just grab it, or it could also work like a ladder or something, but I would like to put it off because it just glitches the game sometime. You can take it on or off, something like that if you want. I will just leave it on. Okay, apply. Now if I hit play, so now our character can stand on our platform and it can jump, it can walk, you can see. But the animation, it just plays one animation which is of its idle animation, so we don't want that, so we will have to change it. And one thing more, we also want to make the camera follow our character. So if this character goes off the screen, it just goes off the screen, we cannot see it, but we don't want that, so I will just close this. So one thing you see here is that by behaviors and everything else, this game engine is best, means it does all of the work for you, and the same thing happens in the events as in behaviors. Now events are some tricky part, because as coding you have to declare some variables for this, and we will just add a new event. Means this is like, if you do this then this happens, then that's the condition. If so, let me say if our character zombie boy is moving, okay, so if it is moving, means if it is going, it is walking or running, add action. Let's just change its animation. We will click on zombie boy again, and let's just search change. Okay, so the change the animation to 1. I guess I haven't seen the animation. Okay, we have to also set to 1. Okay, now if I go here and just look for the animation, so we have 1 as attack animation, so we want is the walk animation to be the first animation. So first animation is walk animation, second animation is attack animation, and the third animation is dead animation. Our idle animation is played all over the time. So let's just play this. So as you can see, if our character is moving, it will play this moving animation, but now you can see it is not playing idle animation, and if we go back, it is not turning back. So we will have to fix this. So I will add another condition. If our zombie boy is on floor, so okay, so change the animation again, change the animation, set to, and the animation for the idle would be 0. So let's go 0, and if it is on floor, let's see. Okay, so it is on floor and the animation is set to idle. Okay, so as you can see, it can move here and there, but it is not doing the moving animation, it is doing just the idle animation here. So we will have to change this by, what we will have to do is add condition, and zombie boy is moving, we will click on is moving and just invert the condition, means it is not moving. Okay, now if it is not moving, then it will play the 0, and if it is moving, then it will play the 1 first animation. So let's just play this. Now it is not moving. Now it is moving, it is playing the animation. It is not moving, it is just playing the idle animation. But one problem is here, like if we go backward, it is doing moonwalk or something like that. It is doing moonwalk. That's pretty good. You can have this feature if you want, but I don't want this. We don't want this. We don't want this jump animation to be like that. If you want, you can have it. Now let me just do one thing. If it is If so, now what we have to do is, if the left key is pressed, means if we press the left key, so add a new condition, and now let's search key, any key pressed or key pressed. Now let's search for left. Okay, now if left key is pressed, then add action. So what we will do is flip the object horizontally. We will just flip it, the object zombie boy. So we will just activate flipping, yes. So now if we hit play, you can see it moves in the right direction, it moves in the left direction. But now if we hit right, it is not moving in the right direction, it is just moving, it is moving in the right direction, but the animation is not changed back to the right direction. So what we will have to do is, if right key is pressed, we will hit right. So add action. We will just do the same thing, just invert the conditions. Activate flipping, no, and okay. So that's the so now we hit play and just see, so it is moving in the right, okay, it is moving in the left, and now if we just hit right again, it just goes in the right direction, the animation turns in the right direction. That's it for the movement, guys. We have just done everything in the movement. So one thing we have left is the camera. So one thing that you have want is that the camera follow our player. So one simple thing you can do is just add a new event, add condition. Actually not condition, you have to add action, because you have to do it always. So we don't want if it is moving or anything else. We just want always the camera always follows our player. So I will just hit center the camera on an object, and it will just center the camera on zombie boy. So with this you don't have to do anything. Layer is the base layer, we have done everything on the base layer, so we don't have to do anything. If you have done anything on the another layer, so you can change this, but we have not done anything. And the camera is also just one, so we will not touch it. Now if we hit play button, so we hit play button, and now the camera is following our character. So that is it for the camera controls. This you can do for your character. You can move your character like this, you can just jump, you can also change your property. Like now if you want to jump higher, so you can just change the properties in here, the behavior, and just jump speed. It was 600, I have set to 800. Now apply and hit play. So now if I jump, it can jump higher and it can do anything else. Now if I go, means if I fall off, it doesn't do anything. So now if you want that the camera follow the character, but not like this, cause this is something boring. The character always remain in the center of the screen. Now if you want that the camera follow our character after some time, means you want some delay in the camera movement, so what you can do is you can change the condition from center the camera on an object to center camera center X position, operator set to, and you have to write the function lerp bracket camera X brackets comma. Now what's your player name? So this was the camera we are using right now. Now our player name is zombie boy. So I will you can see it is appeared here, so I can just click on it and this is here. Now I will hit X and Now bracket close. Now we will just hit comma, and now we want to know how much delay we want in the camera movement. So if we rate it 0.05, okay, so let's just try this one. Okay, so as you can see here, this is it. Okay, I did something wrong here. Maybe the spelling. Okay, maybe the capital letter. Okay, yes. So you have to be very careful with the capital letter, with the alphabets, with the all this capital letter and small letter thing. And the layer is the base layer only, so you have to don't have to touch anything. Now let's just hit OK, and when we hit play, you can see that our camera is following the character after some time. Okay, so that's what this variable does, that this function does. If you want some more delay, you can change the function. You can just play around with this value. So if you just hit 0.02, let's see what this does. It will make the camera movement very slow, but if that's the effect you are going for, you can just do it. So as you can see, the camera movement is very slow now. Means the camera follows our character after like 2 seconds. Okay, so that's it for the today's video, guys. You can do the same thing for the X position. Like you can just change the X position at condition and change what, wait, we have object, so we can just hit camera center Y position, let's set 2, and we can do the same thing with this one. Just don't have to write X. In place of X we have to write Y. I will just hit camera Y, comma, now our character name, that is zombie boy, and again Y, and bracket closed. Wait, how did it went there? Okay, so I will hit Y and close the brackets. Now I will hit comma, and now we can assign the value like 0.02. okay, now let's just close the commas, and this is ready. Now if we jump, you can see that the character is jumping, but the camera is following it after some time. Just see. Okay, so it is jumping, the camera is following it after some time. So this gives a very great effect to the things. So that was it for today, guys. That was the video. So I hope you got to know how to use the camera and the animation and movements in the Gdevelop engine. I can assure you guys that this game engine is one of the best 2D game engines. You can make some of the very best games. You can also apply ads in this game, and many things you can do in this. So if you want more tutorials, you can just comment down. You can like the video, and if you liked this video, make sure to subscribe because it's free. So see you guys in the next video.